Today we're going to get all the details on a brand new Ellen Wille style called Heaven. Coming up. I purchased this style at Wig Studio One. You can find it there too. If you drop below the video and expand the description box, I'll attach a direct product link. It'll be labeled Ellen Wille's Heaven. If you click on the link, it'll take you out to the site. You can see the colors and the pricing. Remember, Ellen Wille styles are always an automatic 30% off at checkout at Wig Studio One. And don't forget to visit us on our private Facebook group called the Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group. All of those links are also below. What you need to know right off the bat is that this is a high heat or a heat-friendly style. And there is a heat style guide that accompanies each one of these wigs by Ellen Wille, giving you some instruction on how to use heat to style it. And it's usually recommended right around 270, 280 degrees Fahrenheit with your heat tools. And they actually recommend that you style them damp. Now, I have not styled this fiber with heat. This is the way it looks right out of the box, but if you go out to the site, you'll be able to see lots of different photos. One, I believe there's kind of a blowout look on this one and something a little more straight, a little less classically curly. So you can definitely see some of those styling options with this type of fiber. So this style today is in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted. So let's talk about it. The base color on this is a dark sandy blonde, and the sandy blonde is very warm. Okay, so typically I see sand or I hear sand and I think it's quite neutral. But in this case, it looks very brassy. It has some ruddiness to it, meaning some red, orangish red notes to it throughout. And that's heavily highlighted with a pale neutral blonde and some light gold blonde. So I would typically call this a neutral color, but because it has such a ruddiness to that sandy blonde, I'm going to say that it's neutral, leaning a little bit more warm. So just be aware if you're a sandy blonde fan out there. Now this root is supposed to be a medium brown. However, it appears very, very dark next to the lighter tones here on this style. So this is a medium to dark brown root overall. And a nice layered color always adds a little bit of natural look and a little bit of interest. Everybody knows I love my curl, and this curl is no exception. It's a beautiful, soft barrel type curl. Again, this is right out of the box. It has not been styled. The only thing I've done is I've raked through it just gently with my fingers. Now I have seen other reviewers that have reviewed the style, and I think they brushed it out a little bit too much to where it's sort of stretched and frizzy. I wanted a more intact look, so I didn't do a whole lot to it. You can always get this back if you start to work on it and you go a little bit too far. Just use a little squirt of water, a mist of water, scrunch it back into place and allow it to dry. But this curl is absolutely stunning. It's not your shattered, tapered curl. This is a full-on feminine round curl. Now, what I love about it is the fringe. So the fringe pieces are only about 7 inches. And it has, I say it's retro inspired because it swings back and away from the face. You're not going to be bothered with that 7-inch fringe in your face on this style. So it sort of jumps off of that front and sweeps back in. So I love how they have structured that fringe. It works so very well with this style. So overall, I'm going to say it's 16 to 18 inches, depending on how tightly you're wearing this curl. If you stretched it completely out, I think it would be like an 18-inch style. I love the cap on this one. Ellen Wille has done a very nice job on this lace front, left monofilament side part cap. So it is an extended lace front and a left part, as I mentioned. And I think it's done pretty well. So the knots are very fine. The only thing that I see that they did not do was bring the highlight right up to the lace front, heavily enough at least, to help soften that. So you're going to see a little bit of knottiness right there at the front. If it's bothersome to you, it can be softened by a little foundation powder. You could do some plucking or some tweezing. I think it's very well constructed and well made. Quite a quality wig. And then you can definitely see through to the illusion of scalp through that monofilament. Now the density on this one is a nice, thicker, lush density to support the curl and give it that voluptuous, bouncy, full-bodied look. The crown is rather smooth, so you're going to see it smooth and then blossom about halfway down into the curl. So you're not getting much lift right there at the top. There wasn't much lift at the front coming right out of the box. I sort of just coaxed coax that with my finger styling here. Permatease, you're going to find permatease on this style. It's a nice moderate amount of permatease to support the structure and shape. It's not an overabundance. It's definitely not too much. It's just the right amount, but you're going to find it all throughout the cap here, some permatease. Inside the cap for Ellen Wille's Heaven, there is that beautifully extended lace front. It stretches halfway back through the ear tab. It's beautifully contoured and runs seamlessly into that left monofilament side part. Then you'll have open wefts on the sides and the back, a nice velvet ear tab, an extended nape with Velcro style adjusters. Very beautiful cap. This is average size. It can stretch up to average large or be adjusted for a petite average. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to this channel so I can continue to bring you these free resources. I want to take just a minute of your time. I want to give a quick shout out to LULU Kellogg. She has an Etsy shop. Lulu and I have been friends for a long time, and she just sent me some of her newest designs. She specializes in some custom handmade jewelry that I absolutely adore, and she surprised me with some earrings and a bracelet. I absolutely love the materials that she's used here. Some natural threads and beads for this wrap bracelet, and I've been known to do a little choker necklace with this as well. And these beautiful earrings made from leather and beads. Those beautiful combs that you always see me using in my styling segment, they came from Lulu. And she just sent me a couple more. These are beautiful. She uses this loop design at the end so it doesn't catch or fray the wig fiber. A little pearl detail there. I can't wait to use these. So I will leave a link to Lulu's Etsy shop below this video. I encourage you to go out and visit. She's always making new things. This is her time of the year, starting with the fall and winter season.